This afternoon, a Fox 13 News investigation shows how more than 110 law enforcement agencies in Utah say they do not use a quota or point system to evaluate police officers.
It is a sharp contrast to what we uncovered with the Ogden Police Department. Fox 13 News investigative reporter Adam Herbets found out what other departments are doing instead.
Well, we put together this database by filing a request with 120 agencies through Utah's public records law. Basically, that means we're not just relying on the honor system. If they told us they do not have a quota or point system or anything similar, and it turns out they're lying, that would be illegal. Here's what we have so far. Our investigation found there is no police department in Utah that has a system quite like Ogden, rewarding officers with points for the number of tickets they write.
It's nonstop stress. How am I going to get my tickets? How am I going to get my numbers?
2 tickets in a 40-hour week, and it's not a quota.
Lawmakers disagree. They say that's the definition of a quota, which they banned in 2018. Do you feel like it's working?
Yes and no.
This is Amy Pomeroy.
I'm a criminal justice policy analyst here at Libertas.
Her organization helped change the law, and she does not like what she's seen from Ogden.
They really need to think a little more creatively, and many agencies have done so, and they've found better ways to evaluate officers.
This is the list of 113 law enforcement agencies that responded to our request under Utah's public records law, disclosing they do not use points, a quota, or anything similar. Ogden Mayor Mike Caldwell says maybe they weren't honest. He still stands by his chief and the point system.
There's a measurement out there. We've just been happy to be transparent with that.
Would you feel comfortable with him evaluating officers in a different way that doesn't use numbers or tickets or points or anything of that nature?
We're all ears as to what that would be.
Some departments have a requirement for the number of citizen interactions per shift. At Roosevelt PD, it's 4 a day. At the Perry Police Department, it's 3 traffic stops per day.
We've had a policy banning quotas for longer than I've been the chief.
Both departments say there is nothing requiring or encouraging officers to write tickets. They do not want drivers to feel like they're piggy banks for the city.
We do not want to influence an officer, even step in that direction of having them write a citation. That's their discretion, and our goal is to support that.
If I've got an officer that hasn't written a citation in 2 months, that may draw attention to me of what activity that officer is doing, and but he's not penalized for it.
Brigham City requires 8 hours of self-initiated activity from officers per week. That could be traffic stops, but it could also be investigating suspicious activity or even helping someone shovel snow. Tremonton PD does grade officers based on the number of tickets and arrests. They say they measure it based on the department average for all officers that year, and that it's not the only thing they're graded on.
You need officer discretion. Citizens need to know that they're not dealing with RoboCop.
Representative Tyler Clancy is one of the lawmakers who saw our story about Ogden PD and made strengthening the law a priority. He says chiefs need to trust their officers to make the right decision based on the situation. By changing the word from tickets to points, do you think that protects them in any way?
It's the same exact thing.
I think they're really frustrated. I think it shows in the turnover rates in Ogden. It's bad for the citizens of Ogden who have a less experienced police force.
The Daggett County Sheriff's Office is the only agency so far that has not responded to our request. If you'd like to see the full database, including statements from chiefs and sheriffs who hate quotas, it's on the front page of our website, fox13now.com. Reporting in studio, Adam Herbets, Fox 13 News, Utah.